Panthers, the ripple effects of cut down day still being felt all over the NFL. Guys being waived, picked up, claimed, put on the practice squad. And one of the more interesting sagas over the last 72 hours, Matt Corral of the Carolina Panthers, formerly now of the New England Patriots. So the way it went is Tuesday was cut down day. At 4 o'clock, the Panthers had to be down to 53 people on their roster. Corral was on the 53-man roster originally. The Panthers then claimed 3 players off of waivers on Wednesday, and to make room for them, they cut Matt Corral. Then Scott Fitterer, the GM, explained the decision to waive Corral and some of the other roster moves here.
It's a tough decision. I like Matt as a person. Anytime you have a guy that you take and you bring in, you're developing, you see progress, it's tough, but you're just trying to keep your best 53. So, and really, I tell you what, over the last couple of days, we've been going through this process with the coaching staff. What's the fit? And really, the big change started last year when we hired Frank. He put the staff together, free agency, the draft. We're all getting on the same page, and we had to turn the page to get to players that fit our scheme. And probably more defensively this year, that affects a lot of those guys, just going from 4-3 to 3-4, even though there's some carryover in there. It's important to make the right decisions, and it really doesn't matter how the guys get here. It's just like, who's the best fit for the team, who can help us win. That's all we're focused on.
Matt Corral was let go, put on the waivers, put him released, cut, whatever you want to say, and the Patriots picked him up. The Patriots claimed him off waivers. Now, this gets more and more interesting the more and more you look at it, because the Panthers and the Patriots really did a little okey-doke over the last couple of years to make this happen. Here's what I mean by that. I believe the Panthers would have kept Matt Corral on the roster if Bailey Zappi wasn't released by the Patriots and then went through waivers unclaimed. So then the Patriots were able to add Zappi to their practice squad because he went unclaimed. So the Panthers were like, well, we need a roster spot here. And if nobody out there claimed Zappi and he played in games and played well, then I'm sure we can we can release Corral. He'll flow through waivers unclaimed, then we can grab him and put him on our practice squad. The only thing that they didn't consider is that maybe the Patriots wanted Corral instead of Zappi. So they went ahead and claimed Corral. But here's where it gets more interesting. Trading up to draft Corral a couple of drafts ago, the Panthers traded up with the New England Patriots, giving them a 3rd and a 4th to go up and get Matt Corral, which becomes more interesting when you recognize that the 4th round pick they gave the Patriots turned into Bailey Zappi.
Interesting.
So why would the Panthers think that the Patriots wanted Corral when they literally gave up the opportunity to draft Corral to the Panthers in that draft and then used that pick to draft Bailey Zappi? So basically, Zappi, Corral, Carolina, and the Patriots are in some weird love quadrangle. That's square, I guess. Triangle.
Quadrilateral.
Quadrangle. I'm making up words over here. I'm not a geometry teacher. But the fact of the matter is Corral's on the Patriots, so the Panthers are rolling with Bryce Young, most important, Andy Dalton, significantly less important, but there.
They still need to get somebody on their practice squad as
a
quarterback, though.
And there's a couple interesting options out there. We'll maybe talk about them a little bit later on. But I actually think Andy Dalton is mostly there as a mentor anyway, as much as he is a backup. So yeah, I wouldn't expect them to not have somebody on their practice squad. But the other thing is, a lot of the other quarterbacks that were waived in that initial round have already made their way back onto practice squads, like Zappi, like Malik Cunningham, like Max Duggan, a few other guys that have been cut and put back on practice squads. So pickings might be a little bit slimmer than they would have if they did it earlier. They took the risk, and they got a little burnt.